Edition. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3.
Has to be some expectation that Williams will take that shot. He has the green light from three-point land.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lillard. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 3-point game. And he lays it straight in. Williams has got 5.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
Prince finds Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Run for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Prince. Now Kuzma. Lock at 6. Releases. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Here's Giannis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Giannis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Here's Williams. That's tipped. They recover it. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Goes back up. The shot by Williams, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Lopez. Beyond the arc. Connects from 3-point range. And it's all knotted up.
Good soft hands there from Lopez. Efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Look at the Bucks, advantage in 1 series.
And right now for the Bucks,
This hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
When you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside, it can add some spunk to your team.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. There's Williams up and in on the layup. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Lillard. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
And Lillard refusing to be denied.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Thunder. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Holmgren. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort. And that one misses. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Wallace misses. Bucks trail by 4. Trent with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Lillard against Wallace. Lillard with the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Puts up a deep 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Thunder lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
The Bucks trail. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Cason Wallace. Wiggins is out there with Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. The Thunder shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wiggins. Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. Porter against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Sings with the rebound.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Driving inside. And that one's good, Caruso.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Outside, Porter. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Porter. Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Pistons.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
On the court is your hype squad. Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise.
Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Taurean Prince comes in for Gary Trent. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. Dort comes in for Cason Wallace. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And, Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
That free throw, no good. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Green, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter. Then for the Thunder, Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Williams in for Alex Caruso. Good on the second free throw.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers. Giannis poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
Outside, Dort on the wing, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Kuzma passes to Giannis. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Lillard. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lopez, a screen on Holmgren. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Lillard, and he can't bank that one in. Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Holmgren. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
No good on that.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And the Bucks making a change here. Green's checked in. Wallace is checked in for Oklahoma City. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Bucks trail by 10. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Lopez outside. Pass to Giannis. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Lillard, the pass to Green. His three-pointers off the mark. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Wallace. A second chance effort. Yep, that one goes. And the Thunder lead by 12.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Lillard, a screen on George. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Holmgren with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Count that one for George. George got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shoots from the right block, and it's Lillard missing. Dort passes to Williams. Here's Wallace. Hits it from three-point range. Wallace has got 5 points in the quarter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And so it's Oklahoma City feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
When I look at Milwaukee, they've come up a little short of expectations. The talent is unquestioned, but their focus has been wavering. The consistency just hasn't been there. That said, I sure wouldn't want to meet them in the playoffs, though.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe two of me.
Now that is a scary sight. Two of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Bucks trail by 17. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Prince out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lopez, no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. And Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. The Thunder leading by 19 points. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Dort's got his second bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Bangs home the trifecta.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. The Thunder in fourth.
Well, lately their offense has been completely in sync. Guys are accepting their roles and playing unselfish basketball. That's helped them hit a high percentage of those opportunities.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Kuzma finds Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here is Williams. 12 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Antetokounmpo passes to Prince. Off with the layup.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Lopez pulls it down. And here's Giannis. He's got 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Now, hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Stolen by Prince.
One foul called on Jalen Williams. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Prince kicks to Green. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Lopez. Lillard's got 8 points.
I don't think he saw the hand in his face, just focused on the rim. Great shooting window, got into a rhythm and drained it.
Outside, Dort knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 7.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. some changes here for the Bucks. Sims is checked in, and Smith subbed in for Antetokounmpo. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Trent finds Lillard. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Williams, a screen on Smith. The shot by Williams, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks, trailing by 19. Fires the three. You can't hit that time. Oklahoma City has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's good. Williams has got 14 points.
Again, it's Jalen Williams. He is in a groove, playing with confidence. Just keep finding him.
Lillard from outside. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 18. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Most of their points are layups, second shots, all right? That's just hustle. That ain't anything but hustle. And then on the offensive end, we got to move the ball. We got to play right, all right? Come on, play right.
He's sounding less than impressed with his team's defense so far.
Yeah, it needs to be better for sure, Kevin. They've got to make the other team work a little harder when they have the ball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Aaron Wiggins, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the 3, the small forward. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Wallace. Misses the 3.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Giannis showing you we can lead the offense through him.
The Thunder leading by 19 points. Caruso sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Trent, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Trent's got his first points in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Oklahoma City, Jang, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And money from the stripe. SGA can close his eyes and knock that down.
There's Porter with the three. Wiggins with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 19. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Porter against Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo kicks to Green. Sinks the triple. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Porter against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Giannis dishes to Prince. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, covered by Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Not much a defender can do against Giannis there.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Present our New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. That one goes in.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Bucks trail by 18. Lillard surveying the D. Prince with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Lillard misses.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Holmgren against Antetokounmpo. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
2 points. That one goes.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Hartenstein against Lopez. Kuzma can't get it to go. Williams looking around. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care